June 19th, 2014.
Claire walked today. Her outstanding physical therapy team helped her from her wheelchair and steadied her. You know, she can't balance herself standing. Then miraculously, she walked about 40 feet. Her right foot strided forward under its own power. They helped her move her left foot. Nonetheless, she was walking, and while they helped her keep her balance, she was standing under her own strength.
June 23rd, 2014.
A lot has transpired since Claire's 40-foot walk last Thursday. Friday, she made it 140 feet. Today, she was just showing off, walking 280 feet. Tomorrow, who knows?
October 15th, 2014.
Claire began doing laps around the track today. After a lap, she paused and with a big grin said, "I'm out to eclipse the 2-hour mile."
Yeah, show me again.
Get it straightened back out again.
All right. Hi, I'm Sue Vasco, and I have maybe a unique perspective on Claire and her recovery. As you all know, that Claire was injured in May, and kind of have seen her from the beginning of the injury until present day. And then as a very unfortunate twist of fate, I was involved in an accident in August, so 3 months after Claire's. Also ended up in Dodd Hall and in physical therapy. So I have seen how Claire has done, and then also kind of lived through that firsthand. Claire has taught all of us who are faced with challenges in terms of physical impairment and recovery of how to face that with a very positive attitude, always wanting to work as hard as she can in therapy and so forth. I also know firsthand what it's like to be in physical therapy and how hard it is and how you have to push yourself to go there when you need to, work as hard as you can, because the more you can do early on will pay dividends later on in your recovery.
When I stopped into Dodd, I heard she had been hurt in an accident, and I spent 47 days there from March 20th to May 7th from an accident I was in. I had a cervical 5 spinal cord injury and was a quadriplegic. As you can see now, I've got some mobility back, and I can drive and walk and obviously talk. The importance of physical therapy cannot be understated or underestimated. So I think both Claire and I are doing as well as we have because of OSU. And in particular the treadmill at the NRN unit. They have one treadmill over there, and it's busy all the time. My only time slot I could get was 7 a.m. in the morning, which I'm an early bird, so it didn't bother me. But there is a desperate need for another treadmill. The treadmills aren't cheap. I think I was told they're in excess of $100,000. And I think at our walkathon we raised 20-some thousand, so we need quite a bit more money to get that second treadmill, which is needed desperately. So anybody that feels compelled to donate would be greatly appreciated.
As far as we know, we're one of, if not the only place in Ohio that delivers this care. And it's dependent on using a really intensive approach to step retraining. The best way to do that is to have people walk. We can't really do that in other sorts of therapy settings. So we need this special piece of equipment to partially unweight the person and keep them safe so that people won't fall. So we have a body weight support treadmill where people are put in a harness and lifted up. Their body weight is supported partially, and that makes it easier for them to move their legs and for the therapist to help move their legs. And every step that they take, either on their own or with assistance, provides information back into the spinal cord that says, this is walking. Remember what this is and help us out. Every person that we have up on the treadmill find it to be really revitalizing. And part of it is psychological, sometimes it's the first time that they've ever been up since their injury. The other part of it is that we are just simply getting the heart and the lungs and everything to work in a way that it was designed to work. We only have one treadmill, and it means that we can only treat about 8 patients a day. Our waiting list is huge. Even though you're on the waiting list, you might not be eligible to come in for training for a year. The fact that we don't have enough treadmills to treat everybody who needs this treatment, and that we're delaying treatment for up to a year, will have long-term consequences on how far people are able to recover. But they're extremely expensive. They have to be individually designed for every space that they go into, and there is only one company in the country that makes them. The sooner we are able to deliver this care and for the longest amount of time, the better their recovery is.
She has always maintained a positive attitude throughout the entire process.
She is the most inspirational, positive person I think I've ever met.
Claire's recovery has really been made possible because of her attitude. Her attitude is so positive.
One of the things that I have seen that's made a difference for Claire in her recovery is her incredible positive attitude.
First of all, I think having the positive attitude that Claire has and the faith that she has been tremendous. I don't think anybody could give that to you. She had to do that for herself.
And I think what's made the biggest difference in your progress is your positive attitude and outlook on life.
Your attitude is one that's amazing, that I think has been a huge part of your improvement, and I know you will continue to improve. And it's been a privilege to be a part of this. Your drive and you wanting to use every resource that you can has been amazing to see the progress. At one point I wondered if you would even be able to feed yourself and let alone walk again. And you are doing all that and more, and it's amazing.
Hi Mom. Your friend said it best. Your outlook on life is half the journey. For as long as I can remember, you had a quote hanging on the fridge that said, "Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it." I couldn't imagine anyone else in my life reacting to all you've been through with such positivity and grace. I'm inspired by you every day, and given everything you've done for me my entire life, I only hope I can give a little bit back to you tonight. I love you so, so much, and I know we're en route to getting you one step closer to a full recovery.